From Daikin Park in Houston, the show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the Cougars and the Volunteers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go. Pitching in our game today, George Kirby. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Foul ball there. Up the middle, Griffin. And Seager is set down. So now the DH spot. A guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties.
1-0.
They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
And that is downstairs. 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. This one's got a chance. Just missed it.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
Mike Trout at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not working.
Back here in Houston, showing
though is repeating his delivery, and sometimes you have bigger pitchers trying to sync things up. Not as easy as a more compact pitcher, but if he can get command going, establish it early, and carry it through the ball game, he's going to pitch deep into this one.
And the batter now, Max Clark. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
And that one hit to first, and he handles it himself for the out. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Strike 2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Upstairs.
Oh, that's up.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
1 out, bases empty. Line drive, base hit.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Really turned on that one down the line, and that's a spot where there's pretty much never going to be a defender, even with the shift off.
Stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there. And it is out of here. And they add a pair. It's 2-0. 1 down. Jorge Soler up at the plate. Pitches in for a strike. It's 0-1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Ripped, but it curls foul. Outside low. Going to count 1-2.
1-2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Swung on, belted. Reynolds going back on this one. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Back here in Houston, all set for the start of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Ted Williams. Kirby back to work. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. So he blasts one out the other way, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. Here's Bryce Harper. Up the middle. Throws to first. 1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. So digging in, Ellie De La Cruz. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Grounds one to short. Griffin. And he'll be safe at first. One gone, runner at first. Now it's the second baseman, Carson Williams. Right through there for a strike. Man at first, 1 away. fouled off. He was late. And down on strikes. Now 2 away. Brian Reynolds here. Inside. And that is ball 1. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Tying run is at first. Here at the top of the second. Oh, that fastball drilled him. Ted Simmons now at the plate. Fair ball. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 2-2.
Huge game tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot. To drive in the run. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice. Back-to-back singles, just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now at the plate, David Ortiz. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And he grounds one back up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. The throw to third. And he's in there. A run comes into the play.
That's 3 singles in a row. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
2 on, 2 outs. Strike 2.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. 1 scores in the inning coming on. Back here at Dyken Park, bottom of the second. And now the first baseman, Hank Greenberg. Swing and a miss. That one at 101.
No balls, 1 strike.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Hauls it in for the out. So up next, Connor Griffin. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Pulls that one foul.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. 2 away.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Here's the second baseman, Christian Moore. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
This strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And they'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. Now the left fielder, Ted Williams. Sends it across to first, and 1 away in the top of the third. So here is Bryce Harper. And that's down and away. Harper goes 6 feet 3 inches, hitting 5th in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2010. And a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. So digging in, Ellie De La Cruz. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss. Harper at first, one gone. That misses, and the count 1-2.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit.
There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. And we're back, set for the bottom of the third. Here's Royce Lewis. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour.
1 strike.
Seager tosses to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning. So the lineup flips over. Here's the center fielder, Max Clark. Grounded out his first time up. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1.
Ball. 1-1.
And that one sliced foul. One down, base is empty. And a ground ball to first, and that's just foul. Up the middle, Williams on the run, sends it over to first. Got him. Nice play. Here's Acuna now.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And the first
Ball
pitch
outside.
misses for ball one. Late with the swing there.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm.
1 ball, 1
Set
strike.
down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
That one the other way. He takes it on his own. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Back here in Houston. Now it's the second baseman, Carson Williams. Right side, hard hit. Here's the tag, and he's out. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Brian Reynolds. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
And it is 2-1.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Out towards right center field. Makes the grab, 2 down. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Ted Simmons. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And that means Corey Seager will have a chance to hit.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
2 outs. On the ground, right side. The tag, and he's out. Over to the second baseman to retire the side. Back here in Houston. Now on the bump, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And he has some nasty breaking stuff. Hit on the ground softly to short. Zips it to first. And Vladdy is set down. So now here's the DH. Jorge Soler. Struck out swinging his first time. On the ground to third. Slings it across, and that quickly 2 away. And now Salvador Perez 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swinging a foul straight back. 2 down, nobody on. And that is out of play. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Elly De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. Rocker back to work. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
The Reds signed Elly in 2018, but it took a few years for him to stand out in their minor league system. In 2021, he went from an unranked prospect to a player on a fast track to the majors. Few scouts out there believe a growth spurt helped change Elly's entire career.
Here comes a pitch. That one finds the zone, and out 2-2.
You know, the Reds were lucky they even noticed De La Cruz. They sent a scout to the Dominican Republic to watch a different player, but Elly was playing in the same program. The Reds liked what they saw and offered him a deal the very next day.
Now it's 3-2. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Taveras ranging back on it. Caught just shy of the wall. And the first offering is not close. In the air out towards right center. Garcia sizing this one up. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And downstairs.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Blew the express right by it. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. And that's whipped for a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Tag out. They cut down the goal. Big at bat coming up with Ellie De La Cruz stepping in. That's towards center. Tavares settles under it. Squeezes it. And that is the third out of the inning. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Swings through that.
1-1.
Line drive, base hit. Heading for the plate. Now a long throw home. Tag, got him. They cut down the winning run, and now here is Ellie De La Cruz. Rocker back to work.
It's 0-1.
And a pitch. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Tavares ranging back on it.
Goodbye, home run.
One down. And now it's going to be Jake Mangum. He's 0 for 1. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Ripped on a line. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runner tags at second, and he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corner. And he hits a ground ball right side. Frazier on to first in time. On the ground to short, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. But no throw to first as he'll hold on to it. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jake Mangum. He's 0 for 1. On the ground, right side. Frazier tosses to first. He's out. On the ground. To second, there's Connor Falefa, and the inning is over. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Cruz hauls it in, and there's 1 away. One down. And now Jake Mangum. He's 0 for 1. That's out to center field. Cruz pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. Bednar back to work. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit.